because I was reading a document that was authored by George Soros over 10 years ago, in which he talked specifically about this kind of all-out war that would ultimately come against Russia, because he said this is the last nationalist state that rests on a foundation, obviously, of Orthodox Christian culture with Russian identity at its core. That has to be removed. So I think the people that are in charge of the West and in charge in Washington think that they have successfully destroyed the national identities of the European and American peoples, that we have no sense of ourselves, our borders are undefended, we present no resistance to incoming migrants from the developing world who essentially roll over us as though we owe them a living and that our laws do not count. Thus far, I would say that's a pretty good assessment, an accurate evaluation of what we've been doing. And I think that's a great victory for George Soros and the globalists, the anti-nationalists, those who want open borders, and they call it an open society, which means that you end up with nothing, an amorphous mass of people struggling to survive who are reduced to the lowest levels of subsistence. So that's in the background. And in fact, he even goes so far as talking about how useful it would be if East Europeans were the ones that whose lives were expended in this process, and not West Europeans who simply will not take the casualties. This is not a minor matter. This is the sort of thinking that is so destructive and so evil, in my judgment, that's really what we are dealing with in our own countries. And I think Putin recognizes that. So for him, it's existential. And I think the Russian people see it this way. These reports of